Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to present today another story, another detailed investigation about a chess.com player, very famous one, also a commentator, Daniel Naroditsky. Maybe many of you know already who follow my Twitter and in general follow my activities that I offered maybe like a couple of weeks ago, or a bit earlier, to play a match with Daniel Naroditsky with on the conditions that I'm ready to put my own $50,000 and Dania or his sponsor or crowdfunding, whatever. I mean, of course, it will be disadvantage to me because I'm risking my own money, and let's say my opponent is risking sponsors' money or people's money. But anyways, I'm ready for that. So there is $50,000 on the table from the other side, and the winner takes it all. So we play the same conditions as I played already with Jose Martinez, with Just Spam, only not on chess.com. I would any other site, Lichess, Chess Arena, whatever. And yes, so I'm ready. Of course, well, I'm ready to risk my $50,000. I didn't get any response from Daniel Naroditsky, so here is one of my tweets. Okay, was enough time because I waited for a few days, no response. So I'm saying here, was enough time to answer my proposal of having $100,000 stake match with Daniel Naroditsky, 50,000 each puts on the table, winner takes all. Since no answer is an answer, let's close the story and I'll be publishing statistics of Dania and others instead explaining my concerns. Because I do have concerns and I will explain you step by step here. Many actually, and one by one, not all today, but I will continue after. So that was my tweet. Then, okay, some people were retweeting, not him personally, so I was clarifying, for example, here that I'm asking him to prove his level in public and ready to pay $50,000 on top for that. And I'm just saying that publishing statistics, true statistics, has nothing to do with this match. And because some people, I guess his fans, started to tell that I'm blackmailing. I'm not blackmailing at all. I just say that, okay, if he doesn't want to play, then I will just publish all what I have. And I already mentioned we have a big team. You can see on my Twitter, I published already some things from our internal, for the moment, application, which we created, analyzed hundreds of thousands of games, each move, each parameter, but I will reveal it in full later. So we have a lot of data, a lot of statistics, and a lot of, let's say, red flags there. In general for quite a number of players. But anyways, so publishing statistics, I read further, has nothing to do with this. Wouldn't do that if we play before the match would end, because it's just not correct. So, and since there is no match, so now I'm starting to do this. Then I also clarify here another tweet. I say that we can also play for free. Actually, it's not about money. Yeah, I mean, I just want people who clearly overperform online and from home. Just to be tested in public. It can be me, it can be other player, doesn't matter. So what I say that we can also play for free, no problem. It's just, this proposal was just to interest him. Because, well, it's kind of nice to pick up $50,000 because he's by all parameters, OTB rating, online, also our personal record, as you will see further in this video, he's much better than me, so why not to pick up $50,000, almost guaranteed, yeah. But I guess he wouldn't anyways. I suspect I was right. I'm ready to play him risking my own money, and I can guarantee you it will be my own money. against sponsor of him or found crowding money if he wants. So I say no problem. Yeah, I don't want him to risk his money if he doesn't want. And then I add here whatever he prefers, just making him play if he dares. Okay, that was the story. So why I'm making this proposal, or I was making this proposal, didn't receive any answer. For some reason, well, Dania is probably rich enough to decline $50,000, which is like, well, almost for sure, yeah, is going to win according to all the statistics, yeah. So why he declines, I don't know, but let's go and let's try to check one by one the criteria which we have, which I will present you, because quite some time ago already I'm checking a lot of different players, to be more precise, our team, and some are really, let's say, red, as we call it, because we have different colors. Actually, white is normal, yellow result performances in different, we have a lot of different parameters, are like deviation but still within the norm, and red is really like unlikely performances. And for instance, I have like 50 different events, let's say titled used. I have one red, which is normal. Of course, once or maybe even twice out of 50 you have a fantastic performance, yeah. Same as also once at least or twice very bad performance, but one yellow and everything else white. Some players are like half red, yeah. For example, but anyway, I can I will not show it to you now, but one day I will show you this application, and but for now I have to ask permission also of developers and of all people working on it. But anyways, I will show you something else today. So first thing which kind of bothers me is rating, FIDE OTB rating, because I noticed that there are two players, good friends, well, almost best friends, according to Dania. He said it many times, Daniel Naroditsky and Alexander Bortnik. They actually raised a lot in the rating list lately, and even Dania, he was always OTB, he plays very rarely, at least he used to play very rarely, and he was always around 2730, 2740, something like that. And then suddenly I saw him raising, and he broke 2700. Now he's 2707. Was kind of wondering because I didn't see him playing. I mean, I didn't see him play in any major tournament. I think he never yet played World Championship. Bortnik played once, long time ago. Well, quite decently actually. I mean, they're both good blitz players. The question is how good are they? Are they really 27 plus players? That's something we will check now. But yes, so I mean, yeah, he didn't really play OTB, both of them, but suddenly I saw Bortnik on 27.55, I think number 12 in the world, actually not really like participating in tournaments. So let's now go, let's see. Now here is Daniel Naroditsky. So this is his FIDE OTB card. So yeah, with all his play ratings. Okay, so he's 2619 classical rating, rapid he almost doesn't play for a long time already, and 2707 blitz, which is like top 25 in the world. So let's see rating progress chart, yeah. So here it is. So let's check. What about classical? This is a classical rating, yeah. Here it's classical. So he plays very little, 9 games, 1 game, 7 games here, 3 games there. So in the last couple of years, very few games. Rating stays the same, as you see, like 2617. Now it's 2619. So more or less the same rating. Rapid. Here, rapid games, no, here, okay, very few games, 4 here and there. Again, 2639, 2638, the same, everything the same. Blitz, yeah, you can see that his rating was a bit over 2600, 19, then no games, as you see here, 000 game, no OTB. Then it raised a bit. Okay, he's definitely a good blitz player, no doubt about it. And then suddenly, somewhere around February last year, he started to play a bit more, and lately a lot more. Yeah, you see 9 every month, 9, 12, 6, 8, 6, 8, always more or less the same amount, sometimes like 2 times 8, and the rating you see is progressing constantly. So 33, 32, here not 36. Then he lost some rating, then 28, 32, 32, and then it starts to go. December 23, 39, especially from February, 44, 47, 70, 16 games, 77, 84, 89. Progressively few points all the time. 2700 finally he hit, and now 2707, and I guess it's going up and up. So okay, interesting. How does it happen? Why permanently playing a few games? So the same. Let's check Bortnik. It's the same exactly story. So no, practically no games classical. You see only 2 games in last year, the same rating. So I guess couple of draws, some 6 games here, but well, nothing really happening. Same in Rapid. Nothing really happening, the same rating as it was. And Blitz also 2755. He's getting to top 10 already, very close. Again, the same story. He, at some point, long time ago, he played one tournament. Yes, I guess it was actually World Championship. He played pretty well. He was not fighting for prizes, but still was in good plus, and raised quite his rating to 27, 23. Since then, it just didn't play. You see, for very long time, no games, so just keeping the rating. And then it started June 23 a bit, and then slowly it started 10, 6, 7, 16, 9, 15, 15, and again 24. You see, at that time it was still, rating was the same more or less, and then it started to raise. So you see here 15, 15 actually is losing rating, and now same story, 7, 9, 9, 9, 15, probably 2 times 7 or 9 with 1 game less or more, and 23, 24, 29, 39, 40, 40 no play, 49, 55. Again, probably top 10 is coming. So let's see, let's come back to the Naroditsky. So I was wondering what is happening. I mean, where they find these tournaments, and I started to check database, internet, just trying to find those games. I just couldn't find. There are no games on database, which is very rare for players of such caliber who are 27 plus, that you cannot find most of their games. Actually, only 5, I think, games you could find. Very few in the last couple of years, which they played in some other event. But I mean, most of these games, and let's say Dania, he played almost 100 during last year. You see here. I mean, you just cannot find neither on internet, in any online database or something. So I was wondering. Then I started to research a bit. And then, okay, the research is actually quite simple, because here you can go to individual calculations, and then you see where are the games played. Okay, let's say available. Okay, let's choose whatever. Okay, let's choose this one, doesn't matter. So let's see what was it. Okay, and now we see it's Charlotte Spring Open Blitz. Yeah, there is actually yeah, there is one very strong player for the for the normal situation. Here 2-2-2-4-7 everyone. Why? The same with Bortnik. I mean, all those games are played in the same event every month, sometimes twice a month. Actually, the event is why those, yeah, the same. You see now, let's say, let's choose this one, it's another month. Yeah, here it's 1 game with Bortnik, the same for Bortnik, 1 game with Daniel Naroditsky, and all others the same rating. Why the same rating? Because there was a very clever, as often, FIDE decision lately. It is here. New FIDE rating and title regulation come into effect end of 2023. So, okay, it's an article about different things, but the most important point is this one, number 4. So all of a sudden, FIDE decided to break actually mathematical ELO system and decided here, yeah, that the 400 points rule is now implemented, and difference in rating of more than 400 points shall be counted for rating purposes as though it were a difference of 400 points. So which means like you can play with your 3-year-old boy who just got his rating, and it will be counted. I can play. It will be counted as if the difference in our rating is 400 ELO points. So since now my Blitz rating is 2670, I think it will be counted as if I'm playing with 2270 player. So whoever you play, your grandmother or whoever, yeah, it will be counted like this, with no restrictions on how many times it can be applied during a single tournament. Those restoring the 2022 rule, whatever. Well, I mean, it's actually difficult to understand because ELO system is mathematical system. So how can you just decide to break completely the system? Because obviously there is a certain slight, I would say, difference between playing 2300 player or playing 1300 player. But actually for rating now in Blitz at least it is the same. So, well, that means that, well, you can just play some tournaments, complete amateur tournaments, weekend somewhere in your village if you live in the village, and then just get rating, gain rating. So some people immediately jumped. Of course, this is, to my understanding, it's a complete nonsense. You can at least, you have to limit the amount of games per month you can play, whatever. Yeah, you just cannot simply let people, I mean, okay, I can go to a local chess club now and, well, just organize every month a Blitz tournament, and well, just in few months I'll be top 10 Blitz player. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's just absurd. Like, it's a complete absurd. And yes, so all of a sudden I realized that that's exactly what both friends were doing for like already half a year or more, and that is the only reason why the rating went up enormously. Like Danya, he won like 60 ELO points in Blitz since let's check, yeah, since okay, here so what does it mean? Sorry, yeah, 2277. It means that simply his rating was 2677 when he played them. But what were the real strengths? Bortnik, his real rating, draw, always a draw. In all these tournaments, they always make a draw between each other and then just beat the rest of the field, which is actually has nothing to do with 2277, because here I found, let's say, yeah, this is those are from the United States Chess Federation. The reports about this tournament, take any of it. Let's say, I don't know, April, let's say, whatever, yeah? I don't know, okay, let's say April. Let's see, Blitz. So, the field. Let's see the field. Alexander Bortnik. Here Danya was not playing. Okay, so let's take, it's the same story. You see second 2126. And then it goes 2235. Very rare that there is a player above 22, but normally 2182. It's exceptionally strong tournament for normal circumstances. I will show you later. But then 1875, 1843, 1913. So you see he played in the first round with 20, number 20. Number 20 is 1480 rating. 21 the same, yeah. Number 9, it's already kind of very powerful player, 1913. Then number 13 he met 1589. All those games are counted with as if the players are around 2300, yeah, 2277 rating. Of course he beat them all. Here I think Danya was not there, so he made 100% obviously. But some other tournaments, let's see the other tournaments where they both played, let's say April, I think February I think they played both. Here Yes, Daniel Naroditsky, Alexander Bortnik. You can miss first round, you get half point, whatever, I don't know. Then the same story, they make a draw here, you see, they make a draw with each other. In every single tournament, they make a draw with each other, and then they beat the rest of the field. Here the field is a bit less powerful. Still, there are a couple of 2,200 players, but otherwise, very quickly it goes to 2000, 1-8, 1-7, and so on. Yeah, so it is just well, I mean, of course you can. I think Alexander Bortnik made a draw, but most of this tournament, and they had even, I think, two sometimes a month, sometimes once a month. So they just cash and rating, because if it would be like it should be with a normal rating, you cannot really win any rating. Yeah, I mean, even if you make 100%, but once every game counts as if you are playing FIDE Master, when you in reality play a complete amateur actually. Like here, number 22. So let's see the field of Daniel. Number 22 is what is his rating? 1,465. It's a first round. Second round, number 13. This must be a strong player already, to 1,640. That's already more serious. Number 8. This is a monster, 2,105. This person. Number 2, okay, this is Bortnik, but even at the end, number 6, let's see, 2,090. That's already serious. I actually checked a couple of tournaments just to see the average rating. In reality, of course, if you don't count this draw between each other, they have more or less similar rating, so they don't gain or lose anything with it. Then the average was always below 2000, so it was 1,920 or something like this. I mean, it is for any 2,600 player, well, he will win all games, very unlikely.Maybe once in 5 tournaments he will make one draw, but it's like free rating. And you know, with this immediately using this opportunity to get, you know, actually unfair rating, unfair not because of them, because FIDE made, I mean, I'm sorry, idiotic rule, but without limiting even the amount of games. So basically you can play like this, so you can just cash rating. And basically, for example, Naroditsky, Dania, he played most of these games where he was gaining rating with players of below 2000 level, sometimes 1.5, 1500, and that's the way how he and Bortnik got to 2755, and Dania, he got to 27 plus rating. Well, any other 26 plus player would have done the same easily. So, well, what can I say? This first argument that, well, Dania is so good, he's 27 plus, well, I'm sorry, this is a fake 2700. Yeah, let's wait for him to play any serious player, OTB, in the control conditions, and then we see what is his real level. Maybe it is, I don't know. That's why I was offering to test it. But it's clear that this argument, which was also promoted by Chess.com, of course, immediately, because Chess.com once, yeah, they published that they announced a partnership with the Charlotte Chess Center. Yeah, one very important point, they both are, you know, these tournaments which are organized there, they are both actually working in this center. They are both main trainers, main coaches there. So also it's like a bit, you know, not to my understanding, not very correct. You organize tournaments there, you cannot find games. I guess the tournaments are played, but at least, you know, when somebody's getting into top 10, at least maybe FIDE should have asked some games of this tournament, some video or whatever, yeah. In any case, it's on the edge of being, well, incorrect, but definitely morally, I would just, I understand that he wants to play. I mean, it's good for public. It's very nice that the center is working and a lot of kids, everything is perfect, but you shouldn't use it to gain your rating, I believe. And if you already play, and probably a lot of kids there, they like Dania and Alexander to play there, you should somehow maybe ask federation organizer not to count your rating or whatever, because it's simply not right. Yeah, I mean, the players are fighting in the world championships, they're you know how difficult it is to improve for even for very top player. You know, from 2700 every few points is given with a lot of sweat, so to say, and efforts, and then just somebody is just gaining 27 plus without, well, just, you know, without doing anything basically. Because of course you understand, for a professional player fighting with players of 1900 level is well, it doesn't really take any effort. So this is the first thing I wanted to say. This is something which I really don't like. I mean, again, I want to state very clearly, as in all my investigations, it's nothing personal. I mean, I don't know Dani, I don't know Alexander Bortnik. Well, sometimes I watch Dani. He seems to be quite a likable person. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Yeah, I have nothing against him, but well, it's not personal. It's just the must be that, especially of the most famous players or commentators, content creators, let's use this language, well, they have to be checked even more carefully than others. And okay, this is first thing which like caused me, yeah, a little bit. Frankly, personally, I lost a bit of trust in Dania, because this is not, I mean, this is morally not correct. In my opinion, yeah, you should not do it simply. But okay, that is just a small, if you want, my personal ethic code. But anyways, the fact is that this rating is empty. De facto, it's empty. It means nothing. Before he proves it playing a decent opposition. I mean, professional grandmasters and so on. So that is the first part of it, and now we will get to many other points. Also, at the end of this, covering this story, which is not very pleasant story in my opinion. I would like to suggest that FIDE would maybe not count such tournaments, yeah, because I mean, they can count for all players who are playing, amateurs, I mean kids, but probably you should not allow any professional top player just playing solely against, you know, like 700, 800 elo point lower players and gain a lot of rating just doing that. So, but okay, I mean, I don't have many hopes for FIDE, you know, and so on. So it's just to inform you that this argument, again, it's actually meaningless. Yeah, we don't know. In one word, we don't know what is the OTB strengths of both of these players, or in this particular case, Daniel Naroditsky. So now let's check his online play and performances level-wise as well.